Oh yeah, it looks like we are live in this show. We're going off the chain right away because it's New Year's resolution time. You all have been thinking about it. You've been writing them down. You've been brainstorming, and these are the three words. If you saw my video, pumping us all up for this event tonight, this show. Move your ass in 2014. Move your ass. That is why we're here tonight, because each of us want to drop 7 ultimate tips for how you can break through and start moving your ass towards anything. I don't care what the goals are. We're going to get you, each of us, 7 ways to get these things done. Just to get her done. All right, so I am Jason J. Boom Leagard. I'm kicking things off for us tonight. Gratitude is the attitude that gives our dreams altitude. That's my thing. My main focus is video marketing and internet marketer, and I want to get people to, mainly people who are in a blue collar situation. I still work a full-time job myself, and I want to help anyone who feels like they don't have an out to believe, yes, you do. And we've got answers for you tonight. We've got answers for you every Monday night, and we got answers with what we're doing with Internet Lifestyle Network. That's a little bit about me, and I'm going to roll it next to my man, the Razor's Edge of Wisdom, Edward Aguilar up in Flagstaff, Arizona. What is up, my brother?
What is going on? It is a new year. We're about 1 week into the new year, man. So if you start thinking about it, 52 weeks, already going to be 51. We're going to be in the 40s here soon, and boom, next thing you know, it's going to be December 31st, 2014. So I'm stoked about this. Lots of value coming their way. For those of you that don't know, I'm Eddie Aguilar. I'm up in Flagstaff, Arizona. I am in the woods of northern Arizona. No desert up here, so J-Boom gets the desert. But anyways, yeah, my focus right now is doing videos, kind of inspirational, working on my book, which is called Left Behind, Suicide's Rippling Effect. I've dealt with many suicides, and for whatever reason, I've been impacted, and it's just been prominent in my life. So getting that out there so I can't get deep at times. But other than that, trying to bring you guys some value, so happy to be here.
Right on. And we got to give it up here for our boy Vidal Cisneros Jr. I know he's probably a little bit in mourning today. His Packers just couldn't quite pull that off yesterday, so we're feeling it for him. But this guy, even with dealing with that loss, he put in hardcore work last night, getting some more stuff together for you guys for this show tonight. That's the type of leader Vidal is. He's always putting in the work, even when his beloved Packers get knocked out of the playoffs. So what is up, Vidal? What you feeling tonight?
Oh, man, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Thank you guys for jumping on this hangout. I'm so pumped up because I know right now you guys are going to be hearing some lessons from each one of us. And it's going to be a life lesson, like in such retrospect. You guys are going to be like, okay, maybe I better get a pen and pad and start writing this stuff down. Or maybe if you're watching the replay, maybe you might want to rewind and go back. That's the beauty of replay and technology. So just want to welcome you guys. Thank you guys for jumping on. Jason, thank you, man, for introducing me. And I'm so pumped to have everybody back. I know it's been a minute, but it's a new year. It's a new us, and we've been goal setting, creating clarity. I know I've been creating clarity within myself, trying to figure out what exactly our goals are as a team, as individuals, to get us to that next level. So I'm excited, I'm pumped, and I'm stoked that finally we've got Moku back. He was in LA in California, so I know he's got some stories to share with us. And hey, much love for all you guys, and stay tuned. You guys are going to be hearing a lot of just nuggets being dropped, so hang tight, guys.
Right on. Yeah, and speaking of that Hawaiian entrepreneur, he's got volcanoes of value. He's ready to drop them tonight. It's about to blow up. Moku, again, much props to you, brother. You've been out in California having a great time, living that laptop lifestyle there. But what I dig is the fact that you literally just got home, from your trip tonight, like, I don't know, I think you said like 20 minutes ago or something, and he already has his value prepped, he's ready, and he's ready to rock this show. That's the kind of dude Moku is. It's like, it don't matter what's going down, he's here. He's ready to bring it. So, Moku, what is up, brother?
What is up, my brothers? He said it. I literally just came back not even 15, 20 minutes ago from California. So I was up high, and I was rushing home as soon as I could to get here to make sure you guys saw this, because I know what kind of value we're going to bring to you guys tonight, which is going to be really valuable, guys. So if you guys, like Vidal said, get a pen, get some paper, and just take some notes on this. And whatever you learn from us tonight, the main thing is to take action on it. You can be as smart as you want, learn all you want. You don't take action on it, nothing's going to change, guys. So I'm glad, like you said, I've been in California soaking up the sun. I don't do that enough already in Hawaii, but it was fun. It was good. I'm glad to be back. There was actually an earthquake while I was there, so it's good to be back. It's good to be back home, bringing you guys some value. And if you guys don't know who I am already, my name is Moku. I am from the Hawaiian Islands. I'm a surfer, surf bum. I lifeguard. I do have a full-time job still, but I am doing the laptop lifestyle as well. So I know, man, I was up in the clouds, man. I'm still all up there.
That's a tongue twister, man.
It's a tongue twister.
You're so excited.
Anyway,
You're so excited about 2014. You can't even form sentences.
I wanted to get home so bad. I was ready to land and get home because I want to jump on this side with all you guys. So anyway, I'm back, guys. So I'll let it go from there. We'll get this thing started. So grab your notebook, grab your pen, and let's do this, boys.
Yeah. Oh, man. I see. I'm hoping you guys watching this live right now, and if you're watching this replay, do you feel that there's like a vibration that we're kicking out to you from the four of us? We each got our own unique styles, but the vibration, we are locked in together. And we've been like Vidal says, we've been working our clarity. We've been kind of getting our vision more precise as we move into this new year. And like I said at the top of the show, we are here tonight to provide value, give you, from each of us, 7 different lessons that we have learned in our journeys to get you to move your ass. Because I just saw a status update from Todd Falcone. He's one of the top marketers in the world. And he referenced that I think it was, I think by next week, I think by tomorrow, 75% of people will have already quit on their New Year's resolutions and their goals for the year. That, like 75% of people. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So we don't want that for you. We don't want it for ourselves. We got big ideas, we got big visions, big dreams of helping a lot of people. And so that's why this was Vidal's idea tonight to each of us drop these 7 lessons and to give you something you can take action on this important day when most people quit. Most people have already quit. Guess what? You haven't quit. You know why? Because you're watching us right now. You're watching our show. You're watching the replay, and you do have a pen and a pad, and you're like, damn right, let's go. Like, I'm not going to be that 75%. We don't want that for you. So I'm going to lead things off here real quick, and we're just going to go fast and furious with this because, oh yeah, but go ahead, Vidal.
Sorry, Jason. Just wanted to give some quick updates for everybody. Before we dive into the meat of our show tonight. And obviously everybody's focused on New Year's resolutions, losing weight, all this good stuff. But we want to give you guys some update because with Empowerment Hour right now we're looking at scheduling out in advance. So maybe right now you're thinking, hey, I got a good story for Empowerment Hour, or I know somebody that has a powerful story that he would love to share, and he's not shy to get on a hangout, or maybe they are shy. That's our like, what we enjoy doing is coaching people and helping people to get on camera, to get on video. Jason, he's done over 400 little mini films. Man, that number might be more than that. What is it, Jason? Like over 600?
It's close, between 500 and 600 over the years I've done.
Nice.
Mostly a lot of things with ninjas in them.
He loves Kung Fu, man. I love Kung Fu too. I love Bruce Lee, all that good stuff. But yeah, the expertise is here on the panel for that. There's no problem with us helping somebody be coached through that process. It's all a mindset shift. So getting back to it, so just want to give you guys some updates. Yes, Empowerment Hour will be back on in probably 2 weeks. Right now we're focusing on clarity of our vision as a team, as individuals, and what we're looking for right now currently in our businesses. So Empowerment Hour will be up and running soon enough, and Moku's going to give you some updates on the Sunday Fun Day Hangout, because I know he's got a lot of great feedback for that. And that's pretty much it. And then house cleaning wise, I want you guys to comment below. Let us know where you're from, where you're at. Let us know maybe you're in the Midwest like I am, and you're in some bone-chilling weather. You're sipping on some hot chocolate. Tell me what kind of hot chocolate you're drinking. That way I know what kind to buy next time, I go out to the grocery store. Give us some kind of love anything. So you're going to want to hit reverse chronological order and then put your comment in that little box below. And we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this bone-chilling night here in Wisconsin. And I know Mr. Aloha Moku is soaking up that sun, man. He's got it made. I love that cat. So Jason, right back at you, brother.
Right on, right on. Well, yeah, I mean, so we're going to get right into this value for you guys, because we know your time is precious. And that's why we wanted to really crank these out for you, so that you have action-taking steps immediately that you could apply even tonight. You get done with the show, you could do this stuff and get rolling, and then you're in momentum. You're ready. So I called mine, since I'm J-Boom, I got to use the word boom. So 7 booms to break through. That's my 7. The first one is based on my foundation philosophy, you could say. The gratitude is the attitude that gives our dreams altitude. And what I'm saying with that is, what I was able to do is I use that to set my foundation just rock solid into gratitude for the entire journey. That way, anytime I do get a challenge or an obstacle that gets in my way, that still is a win. It's still a trophy for me, because I have gratitude for it, because I'm finding the win in the challenge. Quick example from my high school days, I was skiing. The first time I ever skied, I broke my right collarbone on the very first run of the day, and I was on the basketball team, and as a result I was out, but that forced me to get much better at my ball handling and able to even halfway shoot left-handed. I'm right-handed. But so there was the win in that situation of breaking my collarbone, and I just, I turned it into a win. I said, all right, now I can focus on my left hand and get better at that. Number 2 is devour. Devour daily audio. Some sort of inspirational, motivational, educational audio program, even if it's 15 minutes a day. I myself, since March of 2011, almost every single day, I have been listening to some sort of audio program, because what it's done is it continues to feed my faith and my focus, because there's tons of stuff that keeps coming at you every day that's a bunch of BS. You know this. We've all lived it. So the negativity comes, and it's filling up all your headspace. If you're devouring, you're getting that good nutrition of daily audio programs that inspire you, motivate you, or educate you. That's key. And then 15 minutes, that ain't much. I usually do it at my job. I've got these earbuds in right here, and I'm getting 4 to 5 hours worth every day of audio as a result of that. So that's allowed me to continue to shift constantly. Number 3, kind of have some fun with this one. I call it "you don't have to read it" philosophy. What I'm talking about is whatever activities you are getting involved in to improve your lifestyle. Now, a big one is reading daily, reading about success. Okay, like my example is, since we're talking about breakthroughs, I'm reading Joel Osteen's Breakout. I'm on chapter 3. This thing's phenomenal. And when you're engaging in these activities, trying to improve yourself, trying to gain more success in whatever area of life, you're going to have people who are going to give you flack, and they're going to give you grief. Gonna be like, oh, so you a millionaire yet? Oh, so you do that? Yeah, blah, blah. Oh, you're reading what book is that? Oh, that's that guy. He's got, he smiles too much on TV. Whenever that comes at you, because I actually used this in my life. I had someone give me flack about a book I was reading. I had it in my work truck, and I just simply, I let them make their little jokes, and then I said, look, you don't have to read it, but I am. It's as simple as that. Let them do what they need to do. Most importantly, you do what you need to do. You stand tall. You stand tall and say, yeah, heaven forbid, I'm reading books that improve me daily. So that's another one. And the next one, another having some more fun here. One of my early mentors and one of my best friends for 13 years now, Al Purifoy, fellow entrepreneur, and he had a little funny thing where he used to say, do the damn thing. And that's T-H-A-N-G, not thing. Do the damn thing. And it's just like, look, there's certain goals you have. There's certain things you've always wanted to try. And it might not be anything like gigantic, but you know, it's just that thing you want to try, that thing you want to do. You want to say that you did that thing or that thing, and you simply just go do it. And my example is way back in the day, because I love the Ultimate Fighting Championship. I've been in martial arts for many years, and I remember when it was like the second or third one, UFC 2 or 3, and I got a hold of the actual application to be a fighter in the UFC, because back then you could actually submit whether you were because it could be total amateurs. It could be, they said, we want the guy who's an amateur kickboxer who's had tons of fights, and we want the guy that trains in his garage. Well, that was me with my buddies, or to train down in the basement. So I got an application and I sent it in, and of course I got rejected because they're like, dude, you're 5'7", 185 pounds. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Full contact. No, sorry, buddy. Because back then there were no weight classes, so I could have got matched up with the sumo wrestler at 350 pounds. So that could have been a problem. But tonight, as I tell you this story, I can say I did the damn thing. Did I succeed? No, doesn't matter. I did the damn thing. So take that to heart, and it could just be some little small thing, and it could be something just incredibly gigantic. But just do the damn thing. Next, you got to attend live events, and when you do, try to connect with everyone. And so get intense with this. And this no-holds-barred approach for me has allowed me to connect with numerous mentors and develop crazy friendships in the last 2 years. Simply by I like to say I was booming bold, and I would just go straight up, and I would be like, hello. My name's Jason Leagard, and man, I thought you freaking rocked it from the stage today. I mean, what you said about this, wow, and just from the heart, authenticity. And the example that, a great example of that, Pamela Herman, top marketer in our industry. First time I saw her speak, it was the meet and greet after the first night. I'd never met her before. I simply walked up to her, had my blue fedora on, introduced myself like that. I said, we got to get a photo op, right? And she's like, yeah. And we got this crazy, ridiculous photo. And I said something kind of off the wall as the guy took the picture. And we had this great picture, this great moment. And now we're buddies. And it's simply because I just went and said, I got to meet all these people, all these amazing people. Speaking about interacting with new people, is you only want to listen to people that lift you up with what they're saying to you. If someone lashes out at you with negativity, just disbelief, general just no good comments, the blast shield's got to go up, like in Star Wars or Star Trek. Get the blast shields up, because you can't allow that stuff to penetrate and get through to take away your passion. You can't afford those type of negative laser beams. So you put the blast shields up, and all you do is you focus on, oh, but here's Jane over here. Boy, we had a great conversation because she also wants to be a speaker, and we shared ideas. But that's what you gravitate to. Everything else, just shut it down. Just shut it down. The last thing, and this is something that I just came up with the other day to help everyone out there that's really struggling with video making, because that's my expertise. and I call it faith-focused filmmaking. So we got the triple F going there, and you use a camcorder. It could be a flip cam, it could be your smartphone, it could be a Sony camcorder, whatever you got. Doesn't matter. It could be a webcam even. Doesn't matter. But what you do is you start making videos to yourself, and you get in the nitty-gritty of your life goals and what your lifestyle and what your legacy is going to be. And I want what you do is you hit record, and you have a conversation with yourself as if probably like, let's just say your biggest mentor or someone that inspires you or is living the life that you want. They're sitting down with you, and they are talking to you, and they are breaking you down like with that nitty-gritty, telling you the things that sometimes you don't want to hear about where you got so far and what you're not doing, and then it flips, and then he or she is building you up to get ready to boom. So you just by turning the camera on, and you have that much of a hardcore conversation, and you might yell at yourself, you might laugh, you might cry, because I've been known to get fairly emotional once in a while on my videos. These guys know. But that's the power of this one video technique. And you might never post this video anywhere. But what you can use this video as a foundation for yourself, you can go back to that conversation you had with yourself, because you got that real, that raw, when you are having a challenge in this new year or a struggle or something gets in your way. You go back to that video interview with yourself, and you hear the passion. You see the emotion. You see how pissed off you got at yourself about certain things that you weren't doing, and it allows you to extract that energy again, and you get that faith, that focus filled back up by watching your video, and then you go out and you drop the boom on it, and then you're ready. So those are my 7 booms to break through. That's what I got for some value for you guys. I got Eddie Aguilar clapping. So.
Good stuff, brother. Always.
Right on, man. Right on, dude. That's beautiful, dude. I can't wait to see a blog post with that in the future. That would be awesome.
That was nice. That was a nice transition. Well, I tell you what, since Eddie he got all fired up with the clapping over there, let's roll with you, man. Let's hear what you got rolling tonight with your 7 tips.
First thing on what you said, what Purifoy told you, just do it. Just do it. Just shut up and do it. Sometimes, and you guys have heard me before talking about cliff jumping. Sitting on the edge of a cliff, you're high up, you got nothing but deep water below you, no rocks you're going to hit, but still you psych yourself out. What if? And finally you just jump, and you're committed. There's nothing you can do. You hit the water, you go down deep, come back up, and you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I'm going to do it again. And then you start going higher and higher. So I love that analogy. Just shut up and do it. You know,
do the damn thing. Do the thing.
But with me, for what I'm bringing, my 7, it's actually part of a 10-series deal that I've written for. And it's funny because I wrote it for how to deal with difficult experiences. And this is having to deal with suicides, having to deal with a lot of what you guys see as dark. I don't see it as dark. I see it as life, in a sense. But I started looking at it, and then I started thinking about where I'm at and what I have going on in my life. And I started thinking it all relates. It all relates. It's just like the Colts and Chiefs football game the other day. You know, how much does a freaking football game affect people's lives? How many people in Kansas City are crying and upset, or in Wisconsin that might be a little hurt? You know, sorry, Vidal. But that's the point. Is the analogy is? But here's the thing. It's like it's an analogy used in baseball as well as there's next year, or it's a game of forgiveness. It doesn't mean life is over. It just means it just didn't work out this time. So with what I've written, I just pulled 7 out of the 10 of what I've written, and here's where I came. And the first one to me sits hard, and it's called endure the process. So whether you're in a relationship, whether you're getting a new job, you know, my daughter just had her first basketball practice today, never played basketball, and had her first practice. So it's something new, and it's scary, and she's playing with girls that have never played before. But the good thing is I told her she's not going to have a dad sitting in there bowing his head going, yeah, that's my daughter out there. So I'm going to work with her. We're going to get her skills up because she loves it. I can push her. But endure the process. So whether it's a relationship. And for me, enduring the process was when my dad ended up in the ER. And I knew it wasn't good. I didn't see the chances of him surviving to be very positive. So I had two choices. It was sit there and just flip out and freak out. And a lot of this I learned from Hot Shot, and it's kind of called keeping your cool, is that your actions, in some sense, are going to have no effect on the outcome. So rather than just, like, and it's stuff like that's very emotional for some, and I'm not saying everybody has to be that way. But whether it's that or starting a new business, stepping out of the box, or doing a video and being vulnerable, sometimes you got to do it and it's scary. Or start your new business, you're going to fail. So whatever it is, you're going to fail does not mean it's the end of the world. Green Bay will be back next year, right, Vidal? Kansas City will be back. But there are certain things in life.
Be nice, Eddie.
Sorry, brother. My team didn't even think it. They might be getting first pick. But anyways, you got to get through the process. So nothing in life is going to be super easy. And if you recognize that, then you're ready to take on challenges. So if you're ready to start a new business, you're ready to understand that you're going to be hit hard with certain things that you are not expecting. But it's how you react that's going to change that. So that leads to number 2. Okay, number 2 is control your response. And one great thing is, and I got this from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, is back in the Depression. Okay, everybody was a victim of circumstances. A victim of circumstance. Recently, we've gone through, the economy took a dump, and everybody became a victim of circumstance. Not everybody, though. Some people took advantage of it, and they used their other skills, or they went and sought and say, rather than saying I lost my home, they said, shit, I lost my home. Okay, what am I going to do to get back on this horse? What am I going to do to change things? And I'm not going to let the government or the world economy influence me. I'm going to influence my economy, and that's all that matters. So that's where controlling your response comes in. Number 3, seeking guidance. And you cannot do stuff alone. Why do you think the 4 of us are sitting here? The 4 of us, I feel so freaking powerful that I'm with these 3 guys. Okay? These guys I seek guidance from them. Okay? I seek guidance from them. I'm surrounding myself around people that want bigger things for themselves. What does that do? That raises their expectations of themselves. Obviously, it raises their expectation of me. Okay? Guidance is also somebody to talk to, a counselor, a psychologist, a best friend, somebody, because one thing we don't realize, it's hard to see the picture when you're in it. Okay, so sometimes you need somebody that's on the outside to look in to give you a different point of view, so that's where seeking guidance is real important. The next one, strengthen your character. Strengthen your character applies to so many freaking things. One thing that's big for me for strengthening my character is working out. And it's not to look good for the women or have the GSP type, rock solid body. It's just I can look in the mirror and feel confident with I had to work for this. Okay. The other thing is reading a book and grabbing some knowledge from it and going, oh, how can I apply this piece of knowledge that was in this book to my life? Okay. Strengthen my character, again, surrounding myself with powerful people. Finding somebody that's up here while I'm down here and saying, hey, how do I get to your level? Worst case scenario, they say, no, I ain't telling you jack, and you're still down here anyways. But what if they say yes? Guess what? Then you're starting to rise. So strengthen your character on that one. And then surrounding yourself with influential people. So those two kind of tied, so kind of got ahead of myself on that one. But that's the same thing, surrounding yourself with positive, influential people. Okay, like Jay Boom said, somebody telling them, oh, you're reading a book, you know, hey, don't take no shame. The one thing I would say is if there's only one thing worse than reading this book, be like, what's that? This is me being a smart ass, is getting whooped by a guy that's reading this book. You know, so take pride. I hope you guys get a kick out of that. Take pride in it, though. Take pride in what you're doing. You
I
get
love
those.
that. I love that.
I'm sorry, I had to throw some humor in that. But take pride in what you're doing. You know, are they going to be there in the end? If something happens, you end up in the hospital, is that person that you were so worried about their opinion, are they going to think twice about you? Are they going to care about you? No, but those that will, those are the type of people you surround yourself with. Okay? Next one. This one is, oh, my daughter and my son hate this one, but then they love it at the same time. And it's channel efforts towards pleasure rather than distancing yourself from the pain. Okay, now let me repeat that again. Channeling your efforts towards the pleasure rather than trying to distance yourself from pain. Example, I do this with my kids when we hike, and it took a couple times before my daughter got it. It's just the huffing and the puffing and the breathing and the wanting to stop and the wanting to quit, almost wanting to cry. And I've had several talks and said, what is the issue? It hurts. I need to stop this and that. Rather than focusing on, because she's an athlete and she's very, very strong, and she's strong as hell and stubborn, I had to get through that mental barrier with her to say, don't look at it as you're hurting. Look at it as, boy, I'm going to be so much stronger because I know damn well my legs are burning. My breathing is hard and heavy. Okay, so it's going to improve my cardio. So rather than looking at the pain, focus on a way to make it pleasurable. Okay, so I can go on and on and on, but I promised myself and these guys I'd keep it short somewhat. And here's the last one. It sounds simple, it sounds basic, but how many of us don't do it? Savor life's little moments and accomplishments. This is probably one of the biggest things that we do not do, and I know all four of us have been guilty of it, is sometimes we don't take a step back and accept the compliment. You know, sometimes we don't sit back and say, you know what, that sucked, but damn, we got through it. You know, that was hell. You know, it's stuff like that that you need to stop and accept. And it's funny because when I was hot-shotting and I was fighting fires, some of the best memories were some of the shittiest moments. You know, sitting on top of Rincon Mountains in the middle of a rainstorm with no tent, no sleeping bags, with all you had is what you had in your backpack, which is a poncho and a space blanket. We had one guy that had a trash bag from his feet pulled up and a trash bag over his head pulled down. And this guy could sleep standing up, and he was sleeping while the rest of us were miserable. But you know what? You know how many times that story comes up when I run in those same guys? Those are stuff you savor. So even shitty moments like that, savor them, because in a sense it's helped you create who you are. So hope you guys get some nuggets from those 7 steps. Outside of that, I'm turning it back to you.
Whoa. That last one, Eddie, I am so on board with you, the savoring, as you said, even the shitty moments, because it is funny. I know, I'm sure all of us have had these. I know I've had multiple ones where situations where in the moment you're like, are you kidding me? Like, this is the worst ever. And,
yeah.
But those are the stories that you always bring up 10 years later, like, dude, do you remember when we were in the Jeep and it was smoking and, like, you couldn't see and people were beeping and we're driving 20? I mean, the thing, like I said, and I still savor those stories, you know, all the time. So, well, speaking of savoring some stories and some wisdom, we're going with our boy Vidal Cisneros Jr. He's I gotta say, you're a true classy gentleman, because, man, Eddie threw like 3 or 4 shots at your Packers there, and you just were like, you know, it's all good, you know. So kudos to you.
No, man, you know what? I want to share this with you guys. My nephew, okay, he had the audacity to wear a 49ers jersey inside of a Packers like family house, okay?
Whoa,
That is something
that's
you
bold.
don't do. And the thing is, he has more jerseys that are Green Bay Packers. All of a sudden, he pulls out this 49er jersey. I'm like, oh my God, that's it. He's in for it, right? It was, you know what? Honestly, it's an experience that he's not going to forget because the game was so just up and down roller coaster. And I told him, I shared this lesson. I said, you know what? In my mind, buddy, sometimes losing, you really end up winning. And I'm going to tell you how. Because there was an interception the Packers dropped. There was that field goal that went through the guy's arms, okay, on the last field goal to win the game, all right? So I said, no, buddy. I said, that was a win because considering all the injuries, we lost linemen, we lost some other crucial players. I'm like, I'm totally psyching him like down to why our team, my team, okay, because it was his team, it's still the better team. So I just want to share that with you guys because you guys are picking on me. That's fine. I like that.
We'll let you have that one, boss.
Let me have that. That's all good. And Wes, I got your $1, by the way. I just want to give a shout out to Wes. I got your money, brother. Don't worry. Just tell me the address.
Awesome.
And then Carletta, we see you out there.
Oh, nice.
Jesus. Ronnie Chimura.
Ronnie's staying up. Dude,
Ronnie's the
Ronnie.
man.
He's
It's
in
like
England,
3
huh?
It's like 3 a.m. where
Oh,
he's at, and
he's
he's
a
watching
champ.
live. Ronnie, dude.
Much love for sure.
All right, Vidal, drop. You got value. I know you got value, man. This
I
is
know,
your
man.
idea, so.
I'm gonna just kind of steamroll through these so we can stay within the hour and respect everybody's time. So here we go. So there's like no particular random order. So number 7, create an ultimate vision for your life and see it in your mind and step into it every day. So this is something like The Secret, if you guys are familiar with the movie and the series. You know, they always focus on whatever picture you have in your mental mind, that's ultimately the picture you're going to be creating. And it doesn't matter if this picture in your mind is in the past or if it's going to be in the future. All your mind knows to do is to create that picture, right? So number 6, lesson number 6 for me, is stop caring what people think. Okay, so I know all these lessons, I just want to just cap these and categorize these again, just for those of you that maybe you jumped on. These are life lessons, okay, that we individually are sharing with you that will help you create breakthrough. Because I know everybody right now wants that breakthrough. It's January, everybody's on board, they want to change their lives, but nobody's willing to take the action. We're giving you our life lesson nuggets right now. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are getting that tingly feeling right now, but trust me, you're going to want to watch this again. Now listen, here we go. So stop caring what people think, right? A lot of us just focus on, well, what is that person going to think? What is this? This is, I do that from time to time. I'm guilty of it. So instead of focusing on what everybody else thinks, you need to create an attitude of ultimate happiness, like ultimate bliss. And I know this might sound a little airy-fairy, but trust me, it works. The more you focus on being happy every single day with an attitude of, just like right now, what I shared with you, my little nephew laid into me. He gave it to me, rightfully so. But no matter what, I wasn't going to let them take away my joy, my happiness, because I was focused on all the positive sides of the season for the Packers. Lesson number 5, create an ultimate why. When I was depressed, guys, years ago when I was 19 years old, I was in this funk, okay? And I was not Mr. Social Butterfly like everybody thinks I am now. I wouldn't even go inside of a Subway. I wouldn't even go inside the grocery store. Instead, what I did is I had other people go inside and get me stuff, and I was like a hermit. All I did was live in my house in a cave, and I was focused on just why I was so depressed. Like, I shunned everybody else away, and I lost social skills because of it. So what helped me get out of that funk was the ultimate why, the reason why I needed to live, okay? And one of those ultimate whys for me was my oldest daughter. When she was born, she did something like seeing a life come in, and I know a lot of you parents, obviously you feel the same way. Seeing a life come in to this world, you all of a sudden forget about all your worries, and it's all about focusing on why I need to feed this kid, why I need to give them love, why I need to give them the best life. That's what my oldest daughter did for me. Lesson number 4, hold yourself to an ultimate standard. You know, people aim low. Les Brown talks about this. Bob Proctor talks about this. A lot of personal development gurus talk about this. We focus on aiming low, and we achieve it, and we wonder why we're living an average life, a mediocre life, a life of no kind of achievement. So instead of focusing on low standards, the low-hanging fruit, I want you to begin to create an ultimate standard for your life. This ultimate standard means that no matter what, you're going to reach that standard. Even though it's up here, you're living, okay, with such high standards that there's no doubt you're going to get there, because all of a sudden you're vibrating on another scale versus, okay, I'm vibrating with the low-hanging fruit down here, the low standards. All of a sudden you're taking the high road, the road less traveled, and it's pushing you. Lesson number 3, you need to focus on seeking successful mentors. This was the ultimate, guys, one of the ultimate, like, I know I have it in my lesson top 3 right now, but honestly, this is like top 2 stuff. When I aligned myself with a successful mentor that was a multi-million-dollar person, all of a sudden, I knew there was evidence there. I was connected in some form or fashion. I could call this guy on the phone, and he was there talking to me, helping me. What did that do for my psychology? It said it's possible. I'm connected to that. It's possible for me too. So connect with success. Success creates success. Lesson number 2, stop trying to change other people. This is one of my hang-ups. It's been one of my hang-ups for a long, long time, and I'm still fighting it. I'm going to be honest and transparent. I'm still fighting it sometimes. I want to change people. I want people to go after what I want, and I have to keep telling myself over and over again internally that some things aren't meant for them. It's just, it isn't. Some people are just happy living just ordinary, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But I know that fulfillment juices me, and I want to juice everybody. So that's what my lesson number 2 is: stop trying to change other people and focus on changing you. When you start focusing on changing your life, all of a sudden everything on the outside, it changes automatically as well. But first, it's the inner game that you got to work on. And then my lesson number 1, create an ultimate mindset. Now, all these, I just kind of put them in a random order, but creating an ultimate mindset, it means you're going to stop playing small, you're going to stop playing the victim role. You are going to focus on having a mindset that says you're 100 times stronger than what everybody else sees. Internally, you're 100 times stronger because your internal mental muscles are so strong. You flex them every day, you work them out every day, and there is some mindset transformational stuff that I love to teach, that I love to focus on, and I learned as a kid, okay? I learned as a kid that when I used to get bullied, okay, I didn't like getting bullied. So what did I do? I finally stood up to the bully. I finally said, you know what? I'm not going to allow these bullies to control my life, and I'm not going to allow these bullies to dictate my life. Like, do you remember when you were a kid and instead of going down the block where your buddies were, you went down the alley because there was that kid there that you were scared of? Until one day you finally stood up to him. What did that do for you? All of a sudden, gave you this confidence that now I'm telling you this from an experience, okay? There was a friend of mine. This kid was bullying him, and I took a butt whipping for this kid, okay? But I stood up to that bully, and I proved to my friend my loyalty to him. But did I get gravel embedded into the side of my cheek? Oh, yeah. But was that my badge of honor? Heck yeah. Did that bully ever come back because he knew I was going to stand up to him every single time, even though he's probably going to shove my face in the gravel and the dirt again? Nonetheless, create this mindset that says no matter what, you're not going to be defeated. You're not going to play small. You're not going to play the victim role. You're not going to let mediocrity control you. Step out of your comfort zone. So those are my 7 lessons in no significant order. And I'm going to throw it back to Jason and keep this thing rolling so we can stay on the clock here, bud.
Good stuff, boss.
Wow. I got to, before I get to you, Moku, because that last thing, Vidal, when you're talking about this, the bullies, and you used the example of an actual bully as a kid, but what immediately jumped to my mind is, and this is why we're doing this show tonight, what Vidal touched on just sparks on my head. We want all of you to stand tall, like Vidal did for his friend, but we want you to stand tall to all the bullies in your life, and it's not necessarily people. It's your lack of the bully of, you can't do this. The bully that in the back of your mind says you don't have the faith or the belief to stick it out all the way to win. It's the bully of, there's no way I can make a change at my job to make it better. It's the bully of, my metabolism's too slow, so I'll never be ripped and shredded like Bruce Lee. There's tons of bullies that just are surrounding all of us all the time, and what we want to do for you guys tonight with all of our individual 7 tips is to break through, stand tall to all those bullies, and just drop one on them. And even if temporarily that bully still gets the best of you, like Vidal said, but you're just going to stand up the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and eventually that bully's just going to, I'm done. I don't want to deal with Vidal anymore. It's he just keeps standing up. This is ridiculous. I'm tired.
He's stupid. There's something wrong with that kid. I'm leaving.
Yeah, exactly. It's so we want the bullies of life to look at you like that dude or that lady is just, they've lost their mind. They have so much belief that the bully, none of these bullies can touch you anymore. We want you that level of belief, that level of breakthrough tonight. So, since we're on fire, we're going to end up with our Aloha brother Moku, because he is about to drop volcanoes of value.
It's going to be hot.
Lava is hot. Lava leadership.
Bring it.
Bring it, Moku.
It's hot.
It's so hot.
It's hot like fire. You guys are killing me. You guys are doing the damn thing, boys. You guys had to make me go last, right? You guys are just killing it. But that's all right. That's all right, guys. Everybody's gonna get something out of every single one of us. Some of the things that we say, some of you guys might have heard from each individual, maybe once or twice, because that's only because it's so powerful and it has actually changed every single one of our lives in some way or other. So it's amazing. I heard a couple nuggets here and there that actually changed my life as well. So here we go. Pete's volcano value is a coming. So in no chronological order, none's better than the other. So I'll just go from 1 down to 7. So the first one is transform your body and diet and get into the best shape and health in your life. So basically what I'm saying, when you're out of shape, you're not in the best shape of your life, you're eating bad, I'm talking about fast foods and this and that, your emotional state's going to start to go down, you're going to feel bad about yourself, and that's when maybe depression might start setting in, and all these bad things, your body just feels bad, you don't feel great, your mindset is off. So when you start transforming your body, even if it just starts walking every day, walk around the block every day, start changing the way you do things. I've had to say this a bunch of times. In order to change your life, you got to change the way you do things. You can't keep doing the same things every single day and expect different results. And especially it's 2014, everybody has all these amazing goals that they're going to do. I'm going to do this differently this year. This year is my year. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And like Jason said, 75% of people are going to quit probably a week into it, and they're going to go right back to the same thing they're doing and wonder why their life or nothing's changing. They're going to stay in that same thing the whole year, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse every single year. So one of the things, I don't know if you guys know, I wasn't like that, but I was a little flabby for a little while, and that's just because I was in a bad mindset state, and it showed because maybe it was from going out having too much fun with the boys back then, which in turn I was depressed because of that. I started eating bad, and my body showed it, my emotions showed it, the way I act towards people showed it. So once I started transforming my body, meaning just started to work out more, eat a little better, treat myself a little better, everything else in my life started changing. So my mindset started to change, my emotions were better, my body started getting, a little bit tighter and tighter as I kept working it, and everything just changed. It really does connect to everything. When you start treating your body good, everything else will start, feeling better and looking better, and your life will start to really just change around for the better. So that's one for you guys out there. For all you people that may be having a goal of getting in shape, losing weight this year, just do it and don't quit. I'm telling you, the one thing that's going to stop you is just you quitting. And if you feel like you're failing, just don't quit. Failure is probably, everybody's going to fail. I failed so many times, it's ridiculous. And the only thing that's actually kept me going is because of the failure, because I said, well, I know that doesn't work. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do this different this time. And that just brings you to success. So, all right, number 2. I don't want to long this. Sorry, guys. So, ultimately, get rid of all negative things in your life. So that comes to the same thing with your body and all that. When you have a positive mindset and outlook in life, you will see that you will attract more of that positivity into every aspect of your life. So once again, that kind of comes to number 1, I guess, too. When you start treating yourself good, treating your body good, exercising more, things will start rolling around. When you start getting rid of negative things in your life, meaning start reading positive books, start listening to positive audios, start surrounding yourself with positive people. If you have negative people in your life that are just bringing you down, especially as entrepreneurs like us, you're always going to have people telling you, what are you doing? Dumb for doing this, you're wasting your time, blah, blah, blah. To me, that's just noise on my shoulder. Just block it out and move on, guys. Those kind of people aren't going to do anything for your life, anything for your vision that you have for yourself and your future and your family. Best thing to do is just block them out, get rid of them. It's not worth it. If they want to come into your life later on and say they were wrong and whatever, that's fine. When you have a vision that's so strong, you're going to have people negatively trying to knock you off your path. So one of those things, I got rid of a lot of my friends that I hung around with just because they're just negative things in my life that I really didn't catch on until I started changing the way I thought and changing the way how I looked at things and how I wanted to see my future. And now it's all turning around for the better. It's because I got rid of all those negative things in my life, my mindset, everything. So, all right, number 3. Your income will be the average of your 5 best friends. So what I mean about that, I learned that, I forget who I learned that from, but it's true, because if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, all right, who the hell is my 5 best friends that I have right now? So 5 best friends could be someone that's just working regular jobs, working minimum wage jobs, or working just grinding it out. And then you look at yourself, what kind of job do you have? What is your income? Most likely, you look at your 5 best friends, your income is the average of that. It's the average of all those friends that you have. So if you look at multimillionaires, people that are really successful, they surround themselves around other multimillionaires or other successful, like-minded individuals, because they know it comes to vibration, it comes to, when you want masterminding, all those great things. When you surround yourself around these abundant people that have all these good things coming into their lives, that's going to attract to yourself, and then it's like a magnet, and everybody that surrounds themselves around that, their lives do nothing but go up. So it comes to all, just surround yourself around positive people, guys. And if you say you have some, maybe I should change 5 best friends, sometimes, as mean as it sounds, it's probably true. So if you want something great in your life, you got to go out and find some really great friends. It helps. I got 3 of these guys right here. Why do you think I surround myself with them? Because these guys are amazing. So anyway, number 4, if you want to live a life of ultimately no boundaries, then you need to constantly keep upgrading your wisdom and your leadership skills and investing. That's one of the main things that all 3 of us right here do consistently. We're consistently upgrading our mindsets, our skills, our leadership skills, investing in ourselves. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of dollars of investing in ourselves, and we do it every single day. And you just don't do it once and stop and think that's it. All right, I'm going to be the best I can be. you constantly got to keep investing in yourself and upgrading your wisdom and upgrading your leadership, because people are going to start following you and they're going to start looking up to you. So you have to be the leader and show them what you're doing in order for them to lift their life up as well. So that's what I do. I have mentors. I have amazing guys, girls that I follow every single day that I constantly learn from. I'm constantly learning from these three guys right here on the panel every single day. I'm learning things I never knew that was even possible in my life, and it's amazing what happens when you get that mind, that mind shift that you gotta you're constantly learning different things. Your mind is like it's like your body. You gotta feed it every single day, and the more good you feed it, the better it's gonna treat you. So that's that. Let's see. What about number five? Number five. If you want to get off the sidelines and get into the game, I mean, stop being a follower and stop being a leader and actually get into it. A lot of people, they watch and they watch and they watch and they wonder why maybe a year later this person's so successful, why am I not the same way? It's because you're watching on the sidelines. You're a follower. You're waiting and waiting and waiting for the perfect time. And we probably say this all the time, and because it's true, because I used to do it myself. You have to just get in there and dive into it with the kind of no fear attitude, and that's what held me back a lot of times, because you have to get over that fear. The fear, that four-letter word, I've said it many times, holds people back from so many things, so many life dreams I could accomplish. It's ridiculous. It did it for me. So once you get out of that fear mindset, you become unstoppable. You become unstoppable. Become a goal-setting, achieving machine. And I'm pretty sure it happened to all of us on this panel right here, just letting the fear take us over and stopping us from going for something, whatever goal that may be. It has for me, but now that our mind shifts, our mindsets are so different now. Fear it still pops in once in a while, but nowhere as close as it used to for me. And I now know I go for things all out. Like Jason said, you gotta do the damn thing. You gotta do the damn thing and just get in there and do it, guys. All right. So let's see. Number 6, follow through on your goals and do not quit on what you told yourself you're going to do. Especially it's 2014, like I said. A lot of people are going to start doing their goals hardcore. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to start making more money. I'm going to do this, do that. And 75% of them are going to quit in probably the next week or so. And they're going to be right back to where they are. Bam. So, guys, whatever you do, don't quit. Be consistent with it. Follow through on your goals. And who cares how long it takes? I mean, you're going to hear that again and again from me, from all these guys, because it's true. It doesn't matter if it takes years. If you want it that bad and you have a vision so clear, nothing's going to stop you. So, all right, then I guess let's move to number 7. Let your why, whatever that why is, be so big, and when you think about it, it moves you in every cell in your body. It touches your heart, your soul. You think about it. Some people have a why so big that when they think about it, they start tearing up every time, because they want change so bad, and they want their life to be so different, and they have these huge vision and these huge dreams, and they want to be able to take care of their kids, whatever that may be. Your why has to be so bad that no matter what happens, you're going to go through blockage. You're going to go through all these failures that you do over and over again. But if your why is that big, all of that is nothing, because you're just going to bust through that. You're going to bust through all those failures, that consistent negativity hitting you, and you're going to keep going until you reach that success. It's because your why is so big, it's so strong that nothing is going to stop you, and it changes your life once you know that you have that much power. And I think a lot of you guys out there watching me right now have that. You just don't realize it yet. I know us 3 here on the panel, we realize it now. We know that we have some crazy unstoppable power that we can just go crazy, and that's why we get along so well, because we vibe so well with each other, and we know that with us 3, it's gonna be absolutely crazy, and we're gonna be able to just change so many lives if you guys let us. So that's it, my boys. I hope I didn't take too long. Right back to you, Jay Boomster. Go for it.
Man, lava leadership, volcanoes value all over the joint. I tell you what, there's actually something Oh boy, we're right on an hour. This is awesome. This is new territory for us. We're keeping it short and sweet for you guys. But something that Moku touched on a lot with his examples of the physical fitness and the health, talking about, you know, getting that right and treating yourself better. It actually reminded me, and I think this is a good way to kind of cement in the value that we've given you all tonight with all these tips, is a breakthrough I had, because I know a lot of you out there, as you continue to move into this new year, it is going to get hard. And you're going to be putting out a lot of energy towards your goals, but a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to get pulled away into all kinds of other directions and distractions, where you're going to be focusing on, well, I have to do that for this person, and I got my job, and then I got to do this, and I got to run the errands, and I got to help this friend, and everything is being pushed out. Now that's great in many ways. I mean, it's powerful leadership because you're being a servant. But a major breakthrough I had a few months ago, and I was on the phone with my friend Trini, my siski, Trinidad Thacker out in San Diego, and I had like this spiritual moment, and I had to call somebody. I just felt like I needed to call her, and I actually broke down on the phone because I was working so hard towards all kinds of things. And in that moment, I broke down, and I was actually in tears, and I said, when am I finally going to start treating myself right? Because I realized everything had been going out, and there was zero left for me. To a level, like a spiritual level of like, I wasn't, like, there was no love left for me and what I was looking to do with my life, which of course would help even more people. And I think all these tips that we've given you tonight is, in the end, that's what we want for all of you, is to stand tall, stand up to the bully, like Vidal talked about, and just be like, you know, for once, 2014, I'm going to treat me with ultimate love and joy and what I need to do for my life to live an ultimate life of breakthrough. It's my time. It's 2014 is now. This is my time. Not meaning you're going to shut out everyone else, but you have to at least you got to keep at least that one part of it. It's got to be for you. It's got to be for all of us. And that's how we're going to lead. And then we're going to provide more and more value, like we've done tonight, for all you guys out there and all you gals, to feel it from our heart. And because we want this for you, just like we wanted it for ourselves. You know, we finally stood up to that bully and said, you know what? It's okay it's almost like you need to be okay with letting it be your time, because it's a glorious thing. Because the world wants it. The world wants to see what you have to offer in your breakthrough. They're waiting. And you know what? It's January 6th. We're 6 days in. We got the whole rest of the year to go. Think of what the hangout you're going to be on with the four of us, Vidal, Moku, Eddie, me, Jay Woom, on December 31st. Set that in your mind. Can you imagine the smiles? You think we're smiling now? You think Moku smiles now in Hawaii? You think Eddie's smiling like that up in Flagstaff? Vidal smiling, even with that Packer situation? Yesterday, we had to throw his last singer in, dude. But, we're smiling now. We're smiling now because we know.
Ouch.
We know what's coming. It's already here. It's just, we're just putting it together for ourselves and for all you out there. So that just struck. So Moku, gratitude to you for focusing on that aspect, because that kind of jogged that back into my head, and I kind of forgotten about it. So I thank you for going that direction tonight. So that was my final thought. What else we got to wrap up with here, guys? Vidal, any other updates we want to throw out there, or final thoughts from you three guys?
Yeah, if you guys want to just jump into some final thoughts, I'll wrap it up with just kind of an explanation of what the buttons below, what they mean, what they can do, and some of the offers we have for you guys.
All right. Well, Eddie, final thoughts. Throw it out there.
Well, got to throw in some Tony Robbins stuff here. And this is something that he's thrown out. Well, I'll throw in two things. I'll try and make it real quick. Is sometimes if he talks about a frog. If you throw a frog in a boiling pot of water, it's immediate shock. It's instant. What's the reaction? The reaction is that frog's going to jump right out. Okay, but then there's the other side. You put a frog in water. You slowly turn up the temperatures. It gets comfortable. It adjusts. Turn it up again. It adjusts. Turn it up higher. It adjusts. And next thing you know, the frog boils to death. The question is you in your life, have you been allowing things to consume you to where you just adjust? It's uncomfortable, but you adjust. It's uncomfortable, you adjust. Your relationship's shitty, you adjust. But you stay in it. You don't like your job, you hate work, you hate Monday mornings, but you adjust and you deal with it. Life shouldn't be about adjusting. Life should be about creating. So 2014, the year for change. This is a perfect place to be. Let's do it.
Oh, whoa. Okay, that was. Oh man, that's next level. I mean, Tony Robbins, man, that's just next level stuff. Okay, Moku, yeah. So follow up Tony Robbins' wisdom.
Let's do it. I know. Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to go after you guys anymore. You guys are killing me. I'll just follow up with this. I'll just be honest. I mean, all you guys that are watching, just what do you really want to do this year that's going to absolutely change your life? When December 31st, 2014 rolls around, I want you to look back and actually smile and be like, holy crap, I took a chance. I got rid of all that fear. I said, that is it. I'm done with all the bull crap. This is going to be my year. And look back and just be like, I did it. I did it. Look where I've come from there and to then. It's a whole year, and I've grown so much. My life has changed. I thought, I was never going to achieve this, achieve that. I did it. I did it. I didn't quit. I was consistent. I had amazing mentors. I surrounded myself with amazing people. I did everything I possibly could because that's what I really wanted, and I didn't let anything hold me back. So that's what we're all here for right now, to help you with that. We were all in that same situation where we just said, you know what, I'm sick, I'm done with all the bullshit, excuse me for swearing, but it comes to a point where you guys are like, this is it. When is it enough's enough? And I want you guys to realize that you guys are more powerful than you probably could even imagine. I now know that. We all know that. That's why we just want to let us help you, whatever you want to do, get to that point. And so you can look back and just smile and freaking be excited. Maybe you'll be on the beaches of Hawaii. I don't know. You can be wherever you want. So that's it for now. I mean, I'm excited. I'm pumped about this year. I can't even wait. I know us four, you guys are gonna see a lot of us everywhere. You guys are not gonna escape. We're gonna be all over the place. Either you like it or not. Hopefully you love it. But I'm excited, man. I'm pumped for these guys. I'm pumped for myself and this year, my life. It's a blessing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, boys. It's always a pleasure to be on with you guys. So till the next time, I guess.
Woo! You know what? Actually, Moku, talking there about looking back on 2014, I think we might need to start working on an idea that the four of us be chilling on a beach New Year's Eve in Hawaii, in Moku's home area, and we could shoot the show live New Year's Eve on a beach in Hawaii. I think we need to start working on putting that together. What do you think, Vidal?
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up with you, man.
Oh man, I'm loving that, dude. I want to get to Moku like right now. I'm over here in 30 below windshield type of weather, man. I mean, you go outside, there's people getting frostbite on their cheeks because they're outside starting their car. I mean, that's how bad it's getting over here. But anyway, on a better note, for those of you guys that want to possibly, join our clan, our team, and partner with us, if you partner with us, you're going to be receiving this cool internet lifestyle newbie guide that we have for you. Also, our Google guide as well for SEO. It's a pretty cool ebook. And also as well, I'm going to be giving away one module in the Camtasia Studio basic training that I have. So if you purchase 2, you get 2 for the price of 1. And that will be starting up at the end of January. Right now, I'm starting to create some new modules for that, and I look forward to giving you guys the basic stuff. And I'm super excited. I'm pumped. Just looking for some more participation from people to see if they really are interested in this. Because if not, then I'll step back down and I'll start focusing on other training that I see there's a need for. But nonetheless, everybody here on this panel, we're all about giving you guys value, giving you guys some training, and that's coming in the future. We're getting it all crafted. I'm excited. I'm pumped. These guys get me inspired and motivated every single day. I mean, I can't say enough about these guys right now. So if you guys want to like Facebook any one of these guys, you're going to be seeing a lot of the similar posts that I post, like inspiration, motivation, internet marketing, nuggets as well. So I'm looking forward. I'm pumped, and stay tuned. And if any of you guys want to learn more about the Camtasia Studio, just shoot me a quick message, or just click below and run through those little buttons that I have below, so you guys can opt in, and we can get you guys situated with partnering with any one of us. And anybody that partners with any one of us is going to get all those bonuses that I named. So much love. Take care, and you guys, this is the time. Take action today, because today is that day. Transform your life.
3 words. Move your ass. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Amen, brother.
All right.
I love it.
Cool. God bless everybody. We'll see you next week.
See you guys soon.
And don't forget, guys, sometimes you just got to dance, dance, dance. Right
Move
on.
your ass. Move your ass.
Take care, guys.
Take care.